We'll get to the live stuff later on. I got a real problem with the Jets here, Evan.
What's up?
And first off, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
The Jets have not made the playoffs in a decade. The New York Jets have the longest drought of any team in North American sports, having not made the playoffs. The New York Jets are a young, exciting team that just added a veteran quarterback that gives us a chance, at least in our minds, to compete for a playoff spot, and then, knock on wood, far more than that. We on the same page?
Yeah.
This team hasn't earned the right to end practice a week early. This team collectively hasn't earned the right to say, we've done such a good job thus far, we're sending everybody home. This is the problem. It is a problem. The New York Jets are making a mistake. I'm probably overreacting to it to a degree. But what has the collective New York Jet franchise done where they can look in the mirror and go, we've been so good, we're going to give everybody a week off? Bad move.
Look at you wearing your Gotham City Football
That's
Club
right, I got it. That's a bad move by the Jets and sends a bad message.
Well, how about
now, if Aaron Rodgers wants to take a week off because he's an 18-year veteran and he's done everything that's been asked of him and he's at voluntary OTAs, I get it. But to give 52 other guys the entire mandatory week off under the notion of, well, we got to start a week earlier because we're in the Hall of Fame game. How can more practice possibly be a bad thing?
I'll tell you how it could be a bad thing. You could pull a calf muscle.
Come on, you could do that. You could do that at ShopRite. What are we talking about?
If I didn't look at social media,
it's a soft, ridiculous thing to do.
If I didn't get updates on how accurate Zach Wilson was on 7-on-7 drills and 11-on-11 drills, maybe you can convince me.
Yeah.
But the more I read about how well Zach Wilson played, the more it reminded me that none of this means a damn thing. So if it means more time bowling or going to Taylor Swift concerts or going to movies or working out in the gym before you go to the real start of your work, which is training camp, then so be it.
So be it.
And so be it.
You, of all people, with this laissez-faire attitude.
It's not laissez-faire. It's just,
it is laissez-faire.
What do you get out of minicamp, Craig?
How about the camaraderie? How about getting to know each other? How about being on the same page?
Going to see Wicked in concert? Now that's camaraderie.
Yeah, I know that.
Did you see the handshake between Aaron Rodgers and Sauce Gardner? Now that's camaraderie. One part of the handshake, they're smoking a doobie.
Oh, smoke the doobie.
That's right.
All good. Smoke the doobie. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side.
Now that's football camaraderie.
Yeah, that's football camaraderie.
I don't think you need guys doing 7-on-7s and 11-on-11s just to make you or anyone else feel better. They're mostly meaningless. They're not that important. When the work really starts,
special.
None of the work really starts in training camp.
No, the work really starts now.
And Salah's right. They got an extra week because of this dopey Hall of Fame game, which I know you're excited about.
Oh, I love the Hall of Fame game. I do. But I have bigger fish to fry. I'm trying to get to a Super Bowl for the first time in my lifetime.
Right.
I'm trying to win a Super Bowl for the first time in my lifetime.
Right.
And it is a bad message to the fans that we've been so good in OTAs. The guys have earned the week off. We're canceling mandatory practices. Name another team doing it. Oh, that's right. There isn't any because nobody does it.
There was a team that had their OTAs taken away from them.
That's different. That's doing them. They cheat.
So they couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm sick to my stomach about this right now.
Stop.
I am sick to my stomach because it sends a bad message to all the young guys on the team. Practice isn't that important.
No, it's saying rest up because the real work's going to start in a couple of months at training camp. That's the real work, man.
Yeah.
It's 6 weeks of grueling activity.
Yeah.
It's 6 weeks of battling,
it's not that
of getting your body ready. It's 6 weeks of preparing for not 3 but 4 preseason games.
Good.
And it's 6 weeks preparing for, as you've called it, as Beningo's called it, as we're all calling it, the most important week 1 in the history of the franchise. Monday night against the Buffalo Bills.
I agree. That's right. It's the most important opening game in the history of this franchise.
That's
right.
You know what else is more important than OTAs? Because
What?
I'm so sick of hearing about it and how close they are.
What?
Getting a contract done with Quinnen Williams.
Yeah, that's right, too. Right. By the way, I do believe that'll get done. I'm not that worried about that. I think it'll get done. It will get done. But I read this news today, and I want to vomit. And it's everything wrong. It's like this. It's the way the kids are these days.
Right.
You can't ask him to work too much.
Oh, stop.
God forbid you ask him to work too much. Yeah, you can't have that. Oh, you've worked so hard. You've done such a good job thus far in the OTAs. We're going to give you another week off. Shut up.
Do you really need more of
Week
Zach
off.
Wilson looking good in 11 on 11s? Is that really important to you?
I tell you what I need. I've got a new offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I've only got 3 guys on my roster that know the language of that, having played for Nathaniel Hackett previously, right?
Right.
Only 3 of them. How about we all stay here so we can really understand the way the offense works?
But you're making it
How about
seem
that?
like they go away and there's no studying and no one's thinking about the start of the season.
How do I know?
How do you know they're not?
How do I know they are?
How do you know they're not?
Because they've been told they don't have to.
I asked the question first.
They've been told, go enjoy
No.
yourselves, boys. You worked really hard.
They were told something. They were told something. I realized that about 10:30 this morning, and everyone realizes.
What?
When you hear that Zach Wilson looks great on dump-off passes
Yes.
in the middle of June,
He's back.
You realize it means nothing, and you should stop checking the Twitter feed of Rich Cimini. No offense to Rich, doing nothing wrong.
Right.
But it's a reminder of, what the hell am I looking at? Like, what does any of this mean?
I want my guys there. I want them practicing. I want them together. I don't want to hear they've earned the week off. We start a week earlier because of the Hall of Fame
But
game.
don't they?
Yeah, they do start. And by the way, this is a franchise that has embarrassed itself for the last decade.
That is
have
true.
they earned the right
No.
to have a week off?
No, but you
honestly,
can't-
have they?
No, but
has Robert Saleh as a head coach been so effing amazing that he's earned the right?
Robert Saleh has not.
Right.
But you can't hold Sauce Gardner accountable for the Adam Gase era. You can't hold guys who are here now for the last decade of crap football. That you can't do. And you act like now the Jets just go away and they all go to sleep and nobody thinks about football for the next few weeks. That's not the truth.
I mean, I don't know what they do.
I expect the reason Robert Saleh hasn't played golf with you yet is because he is spending nonstop studying on how to use timeouts in the right situation.
I mean, maybe he wants next week off so he can play golf with me, which would be a disaster, by the way.
Will you tell him if he plays
Yeah.
next week, hey, seriously, coach, you're doing this instead of OTAs?
I mean, what are we doing?
Why are you trying to kill my buzz? You know, that's my problem with you. I'm down on the Mets. The Nets suck. The hockey's
So
whatever.
how do you have a buzz?
The football gives me buzz, gets me excited. And here you are on June 6th saying, oh, the Jets, they're the same old Jets. They did this,
Well,
they
they're
did that.
acting like it.
Why are you trying to kill my buzz, yo?
I'm beside myself on this.
See? Listen
It
to
is
this
such
guy.
a bad message to send to this franchise that you like. What have they accomplished in the last 3 weeks? Answer that for me. 10 OTA practices. What have they?
I'll tell you what they've accomplished.
Well, they've accomplished so much they can take a week off.
Other than an Aaron Rodgers calf, no one's had a catastrophic injury. That's accomplishing a lot.
Yeah, because they're not playing football.
Exactly. OTAs aren't even real football. It's a bunch of guys standing around saying, hey, CJ, drop back. I'm going to throw you a fade pattern. I mean, what are we talking about?
I tell you what, I saw a pass Aaron Rodgers threw yesterday. It's the best looking pass any Jet quarterback's thrown since the franchise was started.
God, I won't agree. I disagree with
65-yard bomb, perfect, slow motion aerial, the spiral right in the bucket. To whatever wide receiver that was, going deep.
Dude, I watched it 11 times in a row.
I played it 11 times this morning on national TV.
Maybe that's what I saw it.
Yeah, that's where you saw it. And now they all get a week off. Ugh. Oh, Lord. Put me in a bad mood.
Yeah, you're lost on this one, Craig.
I'm
I
not
love
lost.
you, bro.
By the way, every Jet fan other than you is in lockstep with me.
What, that they got to continue to have OTAs?
Sends a bad message.
They continue to have run 7-on-7 drills where Zach Wilson's basically playing with the first team? No. Stop. I don't need guys hurt. I don't need guys getting new injuries. I don't need any bad things to happen. Just get to training camp, get through training camp, and let's just get to week 1.
Yeah. Everybody go on vacation. You've done such a good job during walkthroughs. You're the team to beat. We're reading our own press clippings now. We start early, so we end early. I mean, this is just a horrendous, and I feel bad for Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers has done everything right. He's been amazing. He had the little sleeve on his calf yesterday, throwing bombs.
You don't think Aaron Rodgers has a lot of say in things like this now? I kind of think he does. And by the way, that could tick you off because I know we've seen it in other sports where you give players too much power. But I think Aaron Rodgers is the guy that's accomplished something, unlike Robert Saleh. I would think that the coach is listening to what Aaron Rodgers has to say. A guy who's been involved in OTAs this year for the first time in a couple of years, actually going to mini camps, actually camaraderie with his teammates, which he hadn't done for a few years.
Yeah, he's been great. He's been great.
Everything the Jets do, and you could disagree with me on
the Jets are
this,
acting like they're the Kansas City Chiefs.
Everything the Jets do, I believe these days, comes with the blessing and the approval of this quarterback.
I don't think if Aaron Rodgers, he's not running the franchise.
I didn't say
yet.
he's running the franchise.
I mean, that would make him the franchise runner.
Hold on a second. I'm saying he's approving things. So if Robert Saleh says, hey, I got this great idea. We're starting camp a little earlier this year because of the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.
I think maybe we should cut out a week of OTAs. You don't think he presents that to the veteran who's known a lot of football for a long time and say, hey, Super Bowl winning quarterback, hey, multi-time MVP quarterback, what do you think? It would be irresponsible if he didn't ask, what do you think?
This is the Jets. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh,
no, you're wrong.
But my emotional reaction to this is, vomit in my mouth. That's my emotional reaction to this.
Jeez.
Like, we run a couple good plays in OTAs against no defense, and now we're taking weeks off.
When I heard it, I was excited. It meant no chance of an injury. I don't need Aaron Rodgers ripping up another calf.
Until one of our guys gets on an ATV in Cabo, next thing you know, we're going to miss half the defense. That's
the Giants.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware who it is. I'm well aware who it is. I'm well aware.
That was not the Jets.
Meanwhile, I got that. Then I got the Yankees. Nobody will acknowledge that Aaron Boone did not break his toe, but he's not in the lineup tonight. Aaron Judge, Aaron Boone, step on both their feet.
Yeah, hopefully neither of them broke their toe.
I hope neither one. I can tell you for a fact Aaron Judge did not break his toe. Because if he broke his toe, you would know he broke his toe. And he stayed in that game. He didn't break his toe. Foot might be sore. I'll certainly give you that.
He's not playing tonight, and guess what? He's probably not playing this week.
So out of the lineup on Sunday, off day Monday, out of the lineup on Tuesday.
He's going on the IL.
He's on the IL.
No, I agree with you. So if he's going on the IL, but he didn't break his toe, what the hell happened?
He's a baseball player.
What does that mean?
That's what it is.
He just wants a week off?
Yeah.
So unlike the Jets, who are taking a week off
just like the Jets,
who are taking a week off during the offseason, Aaron Judge, in your opinion, not mine, is taking an off week and a half during the regular season.
I don't know if it's going to be a week and a half.
What is he, afraid of Max Scherzer coming up next week? Like, what's the reason?
I mean, no one's afraid of Max Scherzer this year. I mean, in the past years, yeah, for sure. Although, hey, maybe he just sits out. They don't put him on the IL, and he returns next Tuesday for the Subway Series. On the table.
Well, we're going to find out tonight because the Yankees
they don't have to IL him.
They don't have to IL him, but we're going to get the word on Nestor, who's definitely going to the IL, and the word on Judge. And I would just think, based on not playing Sunday, like you said, the off day yesterday, no update, but he's not in the lineup today. My spidey sense, Craig, would tell me injured list. But here's the good news. You got Josh Donaldson back. You have Giancarlo back. Maybe the Volpe home run gets him going. I think the Yankees, especially against a team like Chicago and even Boston, and maybe the Mets, they can be fine without Aaron Judge.
For a short period of time. Yeah. I mean, look, they won the third game of the series against the Dodgers, 4-1. They had the home run from Volpe that gave him a little distance there. But, look, I mean, I don't think he broke his toe. I'm obviously also not a doctor. To me, if you ever broke a toe, you know it right away. Especially if it's the big toe.
Nah, you don't know it right away.
Oh, yeah, if you break the big toe?
The fact that Judge said...
No, Evan, I'm sorry on that one.
What?
That one you're wrong.
But you know?
If you break your big toe, it ain't like the little guy.
All right, so let me ask you this then. Why would Aaron Judge, when asked, hey, did you break your toe?
Yeah.
Why would he say, I don't know.
Because he's not
never
a doctor.
broken my toe. Exactly. So he doesn't know.
No, I'm saying you'd feel it. You feel it.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, you feel it. You can feel that.
He doesn't know.
He didn't break his toe.
And you know what the worst part about him going on the IL is? More so than you're going to miss him for a week and a half, because you'll get him back, and I think the Yankees will be fine. The whole idea of chasing 63 kind of gets another foobar. No, it's gone. He's already missed a handful of games.
He's missed 12 games already.
Now he's going to miss at least 10 more games or 9 more games.
He's missing at least 3 more games. We know that.
No, but if he goes on the IL.
I don't think they IL him. I think it's going to be one of these things.
You just said he's going on the IL.
I think he's not playing for a while. I don't think they make it official.
But
I think they leave him on the bench. And I'll tell you, no joke.
Yeah.
I think that the Subway Series means something to the guys. And I think he wants to play in it.
Yeah, I think there are certain guys who look at the Subway Series and say, I want to be there for that. Yeah. I know it's going to be a packed house. I know the crowd's electric.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised if he's like, look, I probably need 4 or 5 days.
Well, but here's the problem with
I want to come back and be ready for the Subway Series.
So far he has now spent 2 days, because you always can go retroactive. He has spent 2 days where he hasn't played, so you can backdate it to his injury. Yeah. But how many days are you willing to play a player short before you say, hey, I'd like to add a guy. Yeah. Let me just stick him on the injured list. Yeah. He'll be back from 10 days after the injury.
You and I will disagree. I'm not trying to win the argument. I think that sometimes is a little overrated, having an extra guy on the bench for a short period of time. I respect if you think it is a big deal. I don't want to argue it. If I lose, that's fine.
It can be a big deal. It cannot be.
I think for a week, you can suck it up. But listen, he didn't break his toe. He's just a baseball player.
Why do you say that in such a negative way? It's like you're saying it as a dig.
Oh.
He's a baseball player.
He's not a
as
football
in
player.
that description is like a mean comment.
Yeah. I mean, if he was a football player, he'd cut the toe off.
If he's a hockey player, he would have never,
Right.
wouldn't have missed a second.
He would have been right back out
He would
there on
have punched
Sunday.
somebody in the face the next night.
Anyhow, I'm normally in a very, very good mood. I am not right now because the New York Jets are playing with fire. The New York Yankees don't know. And by the way, this is the New York Yankees. He hurt the toe on Saturday. You're telling me 48 hours later, the New York Yankees don't know the extent
They know.
of the
They're just
Aaron,
not-
and he's the best player in the
Craig,
world.
Craig.
They don't know what he did?
Don't get, a lot of fans do this too. You're getting confused. The Yankees know. They're just not telling us yet.
And
You
who
don't think
ca-
they know?
And who cares? Like, I honestly don't care.
Yeah,
Who
you
cares
do.
about what?
No, that I need to know like 10 hours before they actually tell me. Who cares?
No,
He's
no.
going to go on the IL. The game's tonight. We're going to find out. Like, who cares? I need to know the second they know. I don't.
Yeah, no, you do.
No, I don't.
No, you did.
I really don't.
Because it's the best player you got.
Well, clearly, he's the best
All right,
player
so-
anyone's
so
got.
you're saying you have no interest in the injury.
Of course
Okay,
I
fine.
do, but I know it's going to come. It's not like they're going to hide it from me for the next 3 weeks. If he's not playing, he's hurt.
You're the same guy that said you let your kids celebrate Christmas the night before, right?
What?
Because they can't wait till Christmas morning. You let them open up their toys on Christmas Eve.
No, I
you
don't.
said it. You said it.
You're just making that up
You
and
said
hoping
it.
I'll either
No,
forget
I
or just
wrote
go
it
along
down.
with
I
what
go,
you're
that's
saying.
a Christmas Eve kind of guy right
no,
there.
we're not Christmas Eve people.
Yeah, you're
We're
shoving
not.
bacala in your mouth and your
Well,
kids are opening up their nerves.
Yes,
By
that's
the way,
true. I ate a lot of fish.
Even if I may agree with him, I find Big Mac hilarious that even on something like
Because people
the
go
timing of
crazy.
an injury, Craig,
Yeah.
he'll defend the Yankees.
Because here's why.
Yeah,
It
'cause I don't
happened
care.
It happened on Saturday.
Right.
Aaron Boone did his thing that no one listens to online.
Right.
And we don't know.
No.
You tell me the greatest player in the world.
No, they know.
And
They
we don't
know.
know.
Yeah, but Craig,
They're
Craig,
waiting
like
to
I
tell
said,
us.
Why
like
are they waiting to
I don't
tell
know,
us?
but I don't
I'm gonna
care.
find out right now.
No, I'll tell you the reason. There's a reason. Because they want to talk to Aaron. They
Yeah.
want to talk to the doctor. They want to talk about, okay, here's the situation. Here's how much time you should miss.
He was away
Here's
from
what
the
you're
ballpark
looking
yesterday.
for it to be okay
Yeah.
to hit again. And I think before they just reveal it or they leak it to Jack Curry, they want to have a unified game plan. Like Aaron Boone was also asked, and I know you care far less about this, but he was asked, hey, who's starting Wednesday night? They don't have a
Right.
starter.
Right.
And Aaron Boone basically said, I know, but I'm not telling you. Because he wants to tell the starter. He wants to talk to Blake about it. Like, I know we want information immediately, and this is where I'll disagree with Big Mac. I want to know right away, too. Like, I don't give a who cares. I want to know. But I do think they know that throw this idea out of, why are they so clueless? What, do they not have machines?
Hold on.
Of course they know.
I did not say they're clueless. I did not say they don't have machines.
They're just not telling us
But
yet.
the notion that one might have, you guys clearly don't have this notion that 72 hours after the greatest player on the planet stubbed his toe, that they're unaware of the extent of
They
the
are
injury.
aware of it.
Then tell us.
Why? They'll tell us when they tell us.
Oh, so that's the new rule for you?
Yes.
So you're good as a fan.
My new rule
Yeah, let me hear
is
the
when
rule.
the game starts and he's not in the lineup,
Yeah.
then he's not in the lineup.
Okay.
When they announce he's
Yeah.
going on the IL, then he's
Okay.
going on the IL.
Now-
I don't really care.
You don't care.
I care about
Okay.
today. I care about tonight. I know
Okay.
he's not playing tonight.
Why do you
tomorrow
think Big
I'll care
Mac,
about tomorrow.
Why do you think Big Mac doesn't care about Aaron Judge anymore? That's kind of odd to me.
I know, I agree.
I care very much about
I'm
Aaron
fascinated
Judge.
by it. Yeah, we spent this radio station's built on caring.
Yeah.
I mean, this radio station wouldn't exist if Yankee fans didn't care about when does Rodon pitch his first game for the Yankees. You don't care.
No, I
All
can't.
day.
No, that's
No,
the perfect
You-
example.
You don't
because
care.
they told us something,
Yeah.
and then his back went crazy, and it was a whole new thing.
Now, you
like I
don't
don't
care.
care.
Okay, you
when
don't
he
care.
comes back, he comes back.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
care exactly. Like they're going
By
to
the
put him
way,
on the IL,
let me tell
and
you
then
this.
here's the other thing.
Yeah.
He's on the 10-day IL. Well, is there going to be 10 days or more than that? I don't care right now because we don't know.
You don't
when he
care how many days
No,
Aaron
because I don't
Judge is going
trust.
to miss?
Because I don't trust that answer.
so weird.
Because they don't know for
So
sure.
I want to get this right, just so we're on the same page here, folks.
Like, I don't need the Yankees to tell me, oh, it's going to be 14 days exactly. And then when it's 15
Yeah.
days, go, but you said it was 14 days.
Here's the deal. I want to make sure the listeners understand what I'm dealing with
Yes.
today. To my right, I've got a Jet fan who's laissez-faire and doesn't care that the Jets are canceling practice.
I wanna
because
correct you. It's
they've been
not-
so damn good.
I want to just correct you on something. You're sort of right. It's not that I don't care. I love
Yeah.
it. I think it's great that they cancel
Even
it.
worse.
It's
Yeah.
a good
Right.
thing
I certainly-
because I don't want guys getting hurt, nor do I want to read more
Okay.
about Zach Wilson looking good
Yeah.
in 7-on-7s. With
Okay.
that said, continue on.
Yeah,
sir.
so he doesn't give a rat's ass about it. Laissez-faire.
Yeah.
And I got a diehard Yankee fan over there
Yeah.
who doesn't care about information regarding the injury to the greatest player on the planet.
Yeah, because I don't trust
I
it.
asked this tool about the Rangers. Yeah, which I'm not going
When
to
are
do.
they going to hire a coach? I don't care.
Oh, well, yeah. When they tell me, they tell me. You guys are the worst. You guys never should have gotten into sports talk radio. You have no idea what fans think and feel and care about. Yankee fans don't care about
course
the
they do.
update on Aaron Judge. That's the dumbest thing you've ever
Yeah,
said.
Big Mac's wrong about his. I'm dead right about mine. Like, if I asked Jet fans, are you happy they canceled OTAs? Do you care if they canceled OTAs? I'd beat you in a landslide. Big Mac, on the other hand,
I don't need.
dead wrong.
No, I'm not dead wrong. I'm right.
No, you're dead wrong.
It doesn't matter. Well, the information will come out when the
I
information
wouldn't
comes
even
out.
waste time on a poll for Big Mac because you'd lose so badly. My poll may be a little bit more interesting, but I'd win. I'd win
But
handily.
you and I agree. They're going to tell us when they tell us.
No.
They know.
Correct.
And when they decide to tell
Big
us,
Mac,
they'll tell us.
Big Mac, don't do what Craig does. Don't put an opinion in my mouth.
That's what you said.
Here's the difference. I want to know.
No, I mean, I
about
want to
Aaron
know.
Judge's
I
injury.
want to know, but I'm not going to go crazy that I don't have it.
My only point to you and Craig is that they know.
Yeah.
It's not as if they're stupid and
Right.
confused. They know, they just haven't leaked it out yet.
Yeah.
They didn't call up Jack Curry or Sweeney Murdy or Craig Carton or whomever to say, here's the deal, it's going to be on.
All right, but my point is, should I be insulted as a Yankee fan? They haven't told us yet. Should I be pissed at the Yankee organization?
I never said insulted. I didn't use
should
that word.
Should I be upset?
Yes, you should be.
I should be upset
You
the
should
Yankees
care.
haven't told me yet.
You should
Okay,
care.
well, that's where we disagree.
should
I'm
care.
not upset.
You know why you should care?
You should care.
Because of who it is.
Yes.
If it's IKF, you let me know when he's back. It's the best player, all due respect to Ohtani, on the planet.
Of course.
And you're like, when he's back, he's back. They'll let me know. And it's mind-boggling
Yeah,
to me.
because you don't understand what I'm saying.
No, I heard exactly what you said.
They know if they tell me now or they tell me 5 hours from now, I'm not going to get like,
but you know
what's
what
going on in these 5 hours?
You know what the other thing is, Craig? I don't know if you've picked up on this.
No problem.
It's a thing I like to call cockiness. Like, he has now looked at the way the Yankees are playing. They're 11 games above 500.
He's going to be hurt for a long
and
time.
his attitude is, well, fine, well, great. Now, what he doesn't realize, Craig, is that they're closer to missing the playoffs than catching the Rays, standings-wise.
Yeah.
But I think what we're hearing from Big Mac,
No, the opposite.
cockiness.
No, it's not
The opposite.
No.
Maybe if you listen to the Bridge show, I'm very concerned about toes.
Yeah.
DJ LeMahieu, I'm concerned about toes and feet. We've seen, and I know it's a different sport, but big men and feet, it's a problem.
Yeah.
DJ LeMahieu's been hampered by a toe for a year and a half now. I'm nervous as hell. But I don't, like, whether he's going on the IL or not doesn't have to be spoon-fed to me 5 hours before the game, 10 hours before the game, a day before the game. I know it's coming out sometime today.
Well, maybe they won't tell you today.
All right, then they won't tell me today.
He's okay with that.
Maybe they won't tell you tomorrow. Maybe they never tell you. And
No,
you're
because-
okay with that. It's all good. It's all good. He's only the greatest player on the planet, but when he's back, you'll root for him.
Let me know.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, just, you know what?
No.
Just, if it's a month, just let me know what the day he's
Yeah,
back.
but
I'm good.
That's what I'm saying.
Moron.
They could tell me a day. There's no actual proof that it's going to be that day.
Yeah.
How have we dealt with injuries? Don't we know this by now?
I'm kind of curious, Craig. Who do you disagree with me more? Who do you disagree with more, me. or Big Mac? Definitely Big Mac, right?
In regards to what?
Well, we've got Jets
The Jet
minicamp.
thing or the Yankee thing?
I think it's great. Give them a rest. They
Yeah.
need it.
I think his
Versus-
stance on the Yankees is frankly
Yes.
embarrassing.
I'm with you on that. Good.
And
please.
I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm not. I can't tolerate it. On behalf of Yankee fans,
Tolerate what?
you're an idiot. And I love you, but every Yankee fan's out there going, how could you not want to know ASAP?
I do want to know, but
No.
I know that it doesn't. I do want to know.
But if you don't know,
No.
whatever. Not that big a deal.
No, you're not hearing me. I want to know, but I know it's going to happen today.
Maybe it's not.
It's going to happen today.
Maybe it's not.
It is going to happen today.
Maybe it's not.
Maybe they
No,
hear
they're going
you
to
and
tell
they
us whether
realize-
his toe is broken today.
Maybe they realize, Big Mac doesn't care. We'll wait a couple days.
You know what? Big Mac speaks for Yankee fans.
Yeah.
He's good not knowing. We're not going to tell anybody till the day he comes back. He's not playing today. He's not playing today. He's not playing today. And then one
know
day
what?
they'll say, he's playing.
Yeah.
And you'll say, oh, that's nice.
You know what? Someone just reminded me. My Yankee patience has come in handy before.
Yeah.
Do we remember Arson Judge? Huh? And do we remember how I said, hey, let's wait a second.
Yeah.
I don't need to know right now because I don't trust this.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how I feel
It's a
now.
weird day,
when I
boys and
find
girls.
out what's going on, we find out what's going on. And
whenever.
if it's the 10-day IL, do I expect them back in 11 days? No, I don't.
It's a weird,
Very
weird
strange.
day.
Very
Jet
strange.
fan, am I right, doesn't give a rat's ass about no practice. Yankee fan in front of me doesn't give a rat's ass about Aaron Judge coming back.
That's all I've thought about.
Yeah, all I thought about. 877-337-6666. Tell you something right now, I'm putting up polls.
Are you?
I am going to the poll. That's
Okay,
exactly what I'm doing.
Put up
I
your
already-
Yeah, I'm going to put up my poll.
false wording polls.
I already put up a poll this morning, and it was so depressing. It was a simple poll. How are the Mets going to do this week? And it was overwhelmingly negative. Of
course.
Overwhelmingly, they're either going to get swept and buried or lose 2 out of 3. 74% of people said one of those two things was going to happen. It was very negative. It depressed me this morning.